Now, I have already discussed about the three different addresses. One is port address, then there is network address, okay, and then there is MAC address, or sometimes called physical address. Physical address. This network address also called logical address. So now, but I hope that you have not heard about this addresses, but you have heard about IP address, correct? You have seen IP address. Now, normally the IP address having a format like this, normally just like this, 192.168.5.2, like this. So this is, remember, this is IP version 4 address, IP version 4. Now in IP version 4, there are 32 bits. There are how many bits? 32 bits. This 8 bits are represented here, another 8 bits, then another 8 bit, then another 8 bits. So how many total number of bits? 32 bits. So, and there is another interesting address which is called MAC address or physical address. And the syntax of the MAC address is like this. The syntax of the MAC address is like this. It will be written like this: 0A colon EB colon 3B colon 6A colon. In this way, total 6 bytes. 6 bytes. Okay, so this is called MAC address. Now, normally this MAC address is written in our NIC card, network interface card, which is in hexadecimal format. Okay, and this IP address, this representation is called dotted decimal format. Okay, now there is another IP version which is called IP version 6, which is now coming. In some devices you will see this IP version 6, which is having 128 bits. Okay, which is having 128 bits. Now I will just give you a little idea how you can get from your machine. So go to your command prompt. If you open your command prompt, it is visible, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now in your command prompt, just write IP config. IP config means Internet Protocol configuration, then slash all. If you press enter after this, now you see this term, this is written physical address. I hope you can see the mouse pointer. Physical address. See, it is written 0E DD2434. So how many bytes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 bytes. Okay, this is in hexadecimal 6 bytes. See, there is the physical address again. 0C DD24. Again, the same, almost same, a little bit different. Here it is 0E, it is 0C. So it means, see, there are two different adapters. One is LAN adapter, which is having this physical address. There is another Wi-Fi adapter. This is LAN Wi-Fi adapter. This is LAN normal adapter. Okay, are you getting this? Local normal adapter means through which we connect our WAC device, and this is for Wi-Fi. And see the physical address, this is a little bit different. Then see this one, IP version 4, and see the format 192.168.0.106. Okay, Now you will also see IP version 6. Just follow my mouse pointer. IP version 6, this one. So it is 128 bits. Okay. Now there are other very important addresses also, just like default gateway. This is very interesting and very important. 192.168.0.1 default gateway. Then another interesting thing is this subnet mask. See, subnet mask to 255.255.255.0. So for this class, just I want to show you this physical address which is in hexadecimal form, and the IP address, IP version 4 as well as IP version 6. Okay. So you will easily able to see this using the command ipconfig/all. Okay, it will give you the physical and IP address. Now, why one particular device? So this you have to remember that each and every device in this internet having two different addresses. One is local address, which is the physical address, or sometimes called MAC address, media access control address, which is in hexadecimal form 0A:EB like this, sometimes colon or sometimes dash, whatever, 6 byte long. This is the local address, and there will be one global address, which is sometimes called the IP address. And the format of the IP address, if it is IP version 4, then it is 32 bits. And if it is IP version 6, then it is 128 bits. Now, why 32 bits? Wow. So the address, actually the address is represented using this 32 bits, like this, 10111 like this, 32 bits. So you can easily understand that how many devices you can represent using 32 bits. You can represent 2 to the power 32 different devices. But nowadays, the number of devices is much more than this. So that's why we are slowly transferring to this domain. This is IP version 6, which is having 128 bits. So it means using 32 bit, you can give only 2 to the power 32 different devices with unique address. Using 128 bits, you will able to give 2 to the power 128 different devices with unique address. And the format of this is little bit different. It is in a different form in hexadecimal, like if you already see this FE02 then colon like this. This is the format of this IP version 6. This is again in hexadecimal form. Okay, so it is 32, so 16 bits long. This one is 16 bit long, and then come the other parts. Okay, so this is IP version 6, and this is IP version 4. And now what is happening?
Sir, version 4 or 6 a difference key.
Version 6 means only 32 bits. So how many different devices you can accommodate in a network? 2 to the power 32. You see, this thing is clear now. Each and every device in internet, in your internet, if there is one Google server, suppose this is the Google server, it should have some, suppose this is the Google server. So it should have some specific IP address. Suppose the IP address is 125.62.32.5. and this is fixed. This IP address is fixed, or you can say unique for Google server. Whenever you are connecting to the Google server, you have to convert this IP address into some name. And what is the name? www.google.com. Clear? This is called domain name. Okay, domain name. And there comes another instance is domain naming system, DNS. So what DNS is doing? See, you cannot remember these numbers. This is very difficult, but you can remember this name. So what we will do, we will press or we will type this name, and this will be converted to this IP address because this device having some IP address. Okay, now how many, so when you are connecting with this device, so you should have one particular IP address. Suppose your IP address is this one. Now why this IP address is unique? So that server can recognize that this is you, and suppose another device is connecting which is having another IP address. Why different devices having different IP address? So that server can easily recognize the client. Logic clear? Now it means in this way, how many different unique IP address you can have in 32 bits? In 32 bits, you can have only 2 to the power 32 different devices. But I hope you know, or you can agree with me, that there are more than 2 to the power 32 different devices which are connecting through the internet. So we need a higher range of IP addresses. That's why we are just moving to IP version 6. Okay, now in IP version 6, how many bits are used to represent address? 128 bits. So you can easily understood that we can accommodate or we can give 2 to the power 128 number of different devices. It means network size is increased. So we are increasing the IP addresses. That's why we are moving to IP version 6. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, so why global and local IP address? That is again very interesting. So suppose this is a local network. Okay. Suppose our college lab, say IT. Okay. And inside this lab, there are different devices. Okay. Now, these devices are connected through star topology. Okay. It means there is one intermediate device. Suppose this is the intermediate device. It can be a switch or a hub. So suppose this is a switch. Okay. Now, whatever, suppose one particular device A is trying to send a data to this device C. So what it will do? It will send the data to this intermediate device. Then the intermediate device will check what is the destination address. Then it will send the data to the destination device. It means all data is passing through this intermediate device. Now, if it is only a simple local area network through which you are not going to access the internet, there is no internet connection. Okay. Then you can use a two-layer switch. Am I clear? Why we use two-layer switch? Because it is only acting inside a network. No outside network is accessible. So only two-layer switch. It means physical layer and then the data link layer are accessible. DL and physical layer. These two layers are accessible through this switch. Okay. Now it means this switch can access DL layer provided address. What is the DL layer provided address? That is the physical address. And physical address means MAC address, which we have already seen in hexadecimal form 0E32 like this. Correct? Now, so in a local area network, only physical address is enough. It means you have two names, one name which is known to your locality. So suppose for me, my locality name is say Bappa, but my global name is Hiranmoy. So when I am in my locality, I will be recognized by my locality name, that is Bappa. Similarly, this is a local area network. Inside this network, only MAC address is enough to recognize a particular device. But now if this is connected with another network, this is connected with another network. So in that particular network, there must be different devices. There must be one intermediate device. Logic clear? Now, if you want to send a data from A to X, which belongs to a different network, then you have to cross the border. You have to cross the boundary of this network and you have to reach another country. So you need some global address. Suppose from there, if you want to access the internet, then you need the global address, that is the IP address. Logic clear? Why two types of addresses are important? Because in local area network, only one MAC address or physical address is enough to recognize a particular device. But when you are accessing or when you are crossing the boundary, when you are going outside the network to access other devices, then you should have some global address, and global address is provided by the IP address. Okay. Now, there is very interesting thing happening inside this. Now see what is happening. So inside this network, MAC address, okay. IP address, not okay. Outside, IP address, okay. MAC address, not okay. Logic clear? Inside a network, MAC address okay, IP address not okay. But outside network, IP address okay, MAC address not okay. It means when you are requesting something, suppose you are accessing some internet site, some Google server or Yahoo server, then your data is going across the boundary, It means when you are sending your data, it is with the MAC address. But when it is outside the network, this MAC address should be converted to IP address. Am I clear? Is it clear? MAC address should be converted to IP address. Am I clear? This part is clear?
যদি ডিভাইসটা বাইরে থেকে কানেক্ট হই তখন তো ম্যাকটা আইপি হয়ে যাবে।
মানে আমার ডিভাইসটা নেটওয়ার্কে আছে, আমি ইন্টারনেট অ্যাক্সেস করতে চাইছি, ঠিক আছে? তাহলে আমার ম্যাক অ্যাড্রেস থেকে আইপি অ্যাড্রেসে কনভার্ট করতে হবে, যেহেতু আমি বাইরে যাচ্ছি।
হ্যাঁ।
আবার সিমিলারলি when something is coming from the outside, then this IP address must be converted to MAC address. Logic clear?
মানে এই কনভার্সনটা চলতেই থাকবে রেঞ্জের বাইরে থাকলে আর এটা যদি কানেক্টেড হতে থাকি চাই।
একদম একদম। And to perform this operation, there are two interesting protocols. One is called ARP, another is called RARP. Address, ARP full form, Address Resolution Protocol. Okay? Address Resolution Protocol, which will convert the MAC address to IP address. And there is another reverse order, which is called Reverse Address Resolution Protocol. R stands for reverse. Reverse Address Resolution Protocol, which will convert the IP address to MAC address. This conversion or interchanging is very much important whenever our network is connected to outside world. If I have created a local area network only for accessing or sharing data between my own devices or between different intermediate devices, no internet access, then only MAC address is enough. No need for IP address. Okay, but here is one but we use some private IP address. Now, what is private IP address? That is little bit different thing. So we can use private IP address. Now, what is the meaning of private IP address? And ISP provided IP address. There are two types of IP addresses, two categories. One is private IP address, another is ISP provided IP address. Now remember, this ISP provided IP address is used to access the internet. This is used to access the internet. This private IP address, so for this ISP provided IP address, you have to pay. You have to pay some money. Suppose you have you are accessing Alliance Broadband, then you have to pay. Alliance Broadband is the ISP, Internet Service Provider. Suppose you are using Jio, then Jio is the Internet Service Provider. You have to pay for the Internet accessing. But for this private IP address, you don't have to pay, no need to pay. Pay is not required. You can use this IP address as per your choice. So that's why this private IP address having some ranges. So normally this 128.168.0.02, 192.168.255.255. This is IP address range in class 3. So what is class 3? I will discuss about this, no, don't worry. So this is the private IP address range. And you will see this IP address range is used not only in RCC IIT, but also in other colleges also. Okay? And whenever you are accessing, means just try to understand these things. Suppose your college having, say 100, suppose your college having 100 different devices, 100 different devices. 100 machines are there in your college, and from each and every device you are able to access the internet. Correct? You can access the internet. Then does it mean that our college having 100 different paid ISP addresses? What do you think? Our college having 100 different paid ISP addresses? What is your concept about this? Or there is only one paid IP address?
One paid hi hobe.
Okay. So now you can understand that this 100 IP addresses are not provided by the ISP. So how can I access or using this? I am able to use this because they are private. I don't have to pay for this IP addresses. So what is happening? Just look at the picture. So this are
private আছে মানে কি যে যার থেকে আমরা নিচ্ছি তাই তিনি একটা আইপি অ্যাড্রেস দিয়েছে, সেটাকে আমরা নিজস্ব 100 প্রাইভেট আইপি অ্যাড্রেস বানাচ্ছি।
হ্যাঁ বোঝাচ্ছি, দেখো বুঝে নাও এটা। Suppose these are the different devices. This one having IP address, private IP address .0.1, then this one 192.168.0.2, then this one 192.168.0.5, and ... this way. Okay, all these devices are connected to our default gateway. I'm telling you now, what is default gateway? Default gateway. Okay, this default gateway actually providing the IP address of the server through which our internet connection is accessible. This is internet. See, only one connection from this default gateway. Suppose the default gateway IP address is 192.168.0.255. Suppose this is the default gateway IP address. This default gateway is accessing the internet. So whatever I am using I am sending request, it is converted or passing through this intermediate device, this default gateway device, which is nothing but a server. And what is installed in this server? In this server, one particular software is installed, which is called NAT, Network Address Translation. This software is installed, which is translating each IP address. Now, our service provider, mainly we have two service providers. One is Reliance. In our college, one is Reliance and other most probably BSNL. Okay, so these two service providers, we have two different IP addresses. Okay, ISP providers. Suppose Reliance ISP provided one IP address to us, and that IP address is 123.35.6.7, and for that IP address we have to pay. Suppose one request is coming from this device. So what NAT is doing, NAT is creating a table. Okay, NAT is creating a table from which IP address the request is coming. Okay, suppose the request is coming from 192.168.0.1, and what is the request number? It will send the data. Suppose initially the address is like this, 192. This, now it will be converted to 123.35.6.7. Okay, so this NAT software is translating the addresses into one particular address. So all requests to the internet are going using this IP address. But this NAT is maintaining a table. NAT is maintaining a table where it is storing which IP address is sending what request. And according to that, it will send the data to that IP address. Suppose you are trying to access Yahoo, then NAT will store from this IP address Yahoo is requested. So whenever the response will come, it will send the response to that particular device. So this way NAT is maintaining network address translation. So it means we are only paying for one IP address, not 100 IP address. Then how we are getting 100 IP addresses? Because we are getting this 100 IP addresses because they are free. They are private IP addresses. We can use those IP addresses to create private networks. Okay, that's why in our college it is 192.168.0.1, and in other colleges also you will see that it is 192.168. If you want to see in your device, in your own machine, you will see same IP address, 192.168.0.1. If you have used any Wi-Fi router in your home, then if you check what is the IP address, default IP address, you will see it is 192.168.0.1. This is the default IP address to check your Wi-Fi router. Okay, so these are called private IP addresses. So I hope now it is clear why we need two different addresses, MAC address as well as IP address. And there are some IP address which are private. We don't have to pay for this. We can use them randomly in our own private networks. But if I want to access the internet, I should have some unique IP address and I should have to pay for this. That should be provided by some internet service provider. Okay, and for that we have to pay, and all the access to that particular internet will be done through this particular IP address. Remember, this ISP provided IP address. Okay, so
sir,
bolo.
এই ISP যে অ্যাড্রেসটা প্রোভাইড করছে, তারপর আমরা যতবার করে ডিভাইড করছি, ব্রাঞ্চিং করছি, এর কাছে ওর কাছে নিজস্ব প্রাইভেট বানাচ্ছি আইএসপি, তাহলে স্পিডের কোনো প্রবলেম হয় না? ওই জন্য কনস্ট্যান্ট থাকবে
না, ওই জন্যই তো আমরা, ধরো আমি যদি একটা বাড়িতে যদি একটা নেটওয়ার্ক নিই, ইন্টারনেট নিই, আমি যদি 1 Mbps এর একটা স্পিড নিই তাহলে না, কিন্তু সেটাকে যখন ওয়াইফাই রাউটার দিয়ে তুমি অনেকে মিলে অ্যাক্সেস করবে, দেখবে স্লো হয়ে যায়, হয় না?
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
তো এটা তো সিম্পল জিনিস। সেজন্য কলেজ কি করেছে, কলেজ একটা 20 Mbps এর স্পিডের লাইন নিয়েছে, 20 Mbps, যাতে কলেজের সবাইকে অ্যাক্সেস দেওয়া যায়। ঠিক আছে, এবার আমি তোমাকে প্রথমেই বলেছি যে কখনোই সবাই একসাথে অ্যাক্সেস করে না। যদি
চান্সেস কম আছে।
হ্যাঁ, এটা হচ্ছে স্ট্যাটিস্টিক্যালি এটা পসিবল নয়, এটা চান্স খুব কমই হয়। সেই জন্য কখনো আমাদের যখনই সবাই একসাথে করে, দেখবে কখন হয়, ধরো সবাই মিলে তোমরা ধরো রেজাল্ট চেক করতে চাইছো, তখন কি হয়, সার্ভার ডাউন হয়ে যায় না?
হ্যাঁ
তো সেটা হচ্ছে ওই একটা তো হচ্ছে সার্ভারের একটা ক্যাপাসিটি থাকে, ওখানে সার্ভারটা কি করে, সার্ভারটা হচ্ছে তোমাকে রেজাল্ট দিচ্ছে, মানে হি ইজ ক্রিয়েটিং সাম রেপ্লিকেট, যেটাকে বলা হয় হচ্ছে মানে চাইল্ড প্রসেস তৈরি করা। সার্ভার কি করে, ওরই মতো একটা করে চাইল্ড প্রসেস, মানে যে রেজাল্টটা তুমি দেখছো সেটাই আরেকজনকেও তো দিচ্ছে, তার মানে একটা চাইল্ড প্রসেস ক্রিয়েট করছে। তো ওর চাইল্ড প্রসেস ক্রিয়েট করার একটা লিমিট থাকে, যে 100টার বেশি পারবে না। যখনই 100টার বেশি হয়ে যায় তখন কি হয়ে যায়, হ্যাং করে যায়। তো সেটা স্পিডের জন্য হয়, অ্যাজ ওয়েল অ্যাজ সার্ভারের একটা ক্যাপাসিটি থাকে তার উপরে হয়। ওকে, ঠিক আছে।
আমরা তো কখনোই সেই স্পিডটা পাইনি নিজের ফোনে, সবসময় ল্যাবের কম্পিউটারেই পেয়ে গেছি।
হ্যাঁ, আচ্ছা, নেক্সট দিন আমি এই আইপি অ্যাড্রেস নিয়ে আরো ডিসকাস করব। এই যে বলছিলাম এখানে ক্লাস সি এর কথা বললাম, তো এই ক্লাসগুলো কি, এটা আমি পরের দিন ডিসকাস করবো। এখানে অনেকগুলো ক্লাস আছে আইপি অ্যাড্রেসে, ঠিক আছে, সেগুলো নিয়ে ডিসকাস করবো পরে।
স্যার 5টা কি?
হ্যাঁ বলো।
স্যার 5টা ক্লাস আছে কি?
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, এ বি সি ডি ই, 5টা ক্লাস। ঠিক আছে, চলো আজকে তাহলে এই থাক।